had a chance to catch up with Ray Harper, the veteran coach of Jacksonville State, once the selection show had done its big reveal and the Gamecocks knew where they were playing. And it was neat to talk to him through the eyes of a coach who's leading his team forward into this process for the first time. So I started out by asking him, even though they already knew they were in the field, what it was like to see the name of the school pop up for the first time in that program's history.
Well, it was really exciting for these young men to put in a lot of hard work, and to see our name called. We weren't sure where we were going or who we were going to be playing, but knew our name was called. So to see us playing Louisville and Indianapolis was a great feat for these young men.
Well, let's go back to your conference tournament. Had a couple of upsets along the way. You end up winning the automatic bid. You've grabbed some momentum. How much can that confidence help as you move forward into a matchup where you're a 15 seed taking on a 2?
Well, obviously, I thought we were playing well during the conference tournament. It's been a while. It's been 2 weeks now. Well, by the time we play it, will have been 2 weeks. But, we lost our starting 5-man to an injury, and he missed 2 games, and our power forward got hurt, and he missed 3 games, and we lost 4 of those 5. And we got those guys back and played really well, I thought, down the stretch. And, to beat a Belmont team that was terrific. I think they were 15-1 in the league and won 25 games. Our kids, they feel like they can play.
Are you worried at all about the 2-week layoff since the end of your conference tournament? How are you keeping them locked in?
Well, I hopefully it will help us. We were able to heal up a little bit, get guys fresh, and we only took 2 days off and put the ball back in those guys' hands. And I'm hoping some of the things that we've done will prepare us for Louisville and the pressure we're going to see. I just had a hunch we were going to play somebody like that, and we worked against pressure all week, so hopefully it'll help us next weekend against Louisville.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that is a Louisville Rick Pitino calling card, that pressure that they throw at you, and sometimes they'll do it all game long. So, Coach, how do you get your kids ready? How do you prepare them for what's about to come?
I'm not sure. We're just going to roll the dice and see what happens. I mean, we played those guys 3 of the 4 years I was at Western Kentucky, so I know a little bit about that pressure. We've seen it firsthand, and you just can't have live ball turnovers. You got to be strong with the basketball, and you got to be willing to attack them when it presents itself as well.
Well, that's a 15-2 matchup, and it's Jacksonville State into its first ever NCAA tournament taking on Louisville out of the ACC. It's After Hours with Amy Lawrence. We're talking to Coach Ray Harper of Jacksonville State. So, Coach, you were really successful on the road this year, and I guess you had to be, playing 15 of your first 16 games away from home. Why is that, by the way? Why so many road games to start your schedule this season?
Well, when we got here, there was a lot of work to be done, not just with scheduling, with getting some players in here, recruiting, and trying to do a lot of different things. And every time we would make a call about wanting to play a game, everyone would say, well, we'd have an interest in playing, but we need to start at our place. And after about a week of that, I just told my assistants, look, let's fix the schedule, let's get it done, and we'll play them all on the road this year. They thought I was kidding, but I was actually serious. And fortunately, we'll get most of all those games back at home next year.
All right. Well, given the fact that you've had so much practice, Coach Harper, what is the secret to being successful on the road?
Well, you've got to be able to stay in the moment, not get caught up in the crowd and the environment. And I thought it was really good for our kids because we were able to really bond and get to know each other. Obviously, as a staff, this was our first year to be here and be with these kids. So I thought it really helped us. And I could see our confidence growing each time we played. And, here we are playing the NCAA tournament, a team that was picked 12th out of 12 teams in the OVC.
That's crazy. The fact that you guys were picked last in your conference and you end up as the tournament champs and the automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. How much did you use that? Bring it up during the season to remind your kids about it?
Well, we talked about it about every week. It was brought up at some point each week that we have to play with a chip on our shoulder, that no one respects us, no one gives us a chance, and I thought our kids kind of really they liked that, and they kind of embraced it as we went along. But I remember Coach Morton and I were on the road recruiting in the summer, and one of the magazines came out on his phone, and he's scrolling to find Jacksonville State and OVC, and I told him, if you're looking for us, scroll to the bottom because that's where they've got us picked.
Well, certainly the attitude, the chip on the shoulder absolutely helps. But the thing is, Coach, you're still a 15 seed taking on a 2 seed, and none of your guys have ever been in this situation before. How do you get them ready? How do you prepare them for what's to come?
Well, none of these kids had ever played in the conference tournament. So who thought they could win a conference tournament championship when they'd never even been to one? They had not. Jacksonville State hadn't been to the conference tournament in I think 6 years. So, we talk about the next game and how we're going to prepare and how important it is, and we've talked to the kids about not letting distractions and the media and all. Do not get caught up in all of that. We'll take care of that, but let's stay focused on the task at hand. The task at hand is going to be trying to beat Louisville, and we'll come up with a game plan and we'll start implementing it probably tomorrow afternoon, and we'll move forward as the week goes on.
Coach Ray Harper of Jacksonville State, first ever NCAA tournament bid. People are going to get to know Malcolm Drumwright when he gets on the NCAA tournament stage, and guard play is so important. He's an upperclassman. How would you describe his game?
Well, he's a versatile kid. He can play on or off the ball, and when he gets it going on the offensive end, I mean, he played lights out for us in the conference tournament. I think he had 2 turnovers in 3 games and about 15 assists, and he was our leading scorer in 2 of the 3 games. So it's important that he play well, and it's going to be important that each of our guys play well. We've got a freshman walk-on from Kentucky who's averaged about 20 minutes a game, who will play a big role as well, a young man by the name of Tyreek Edwards. He'll be big for us in that game.
Well, it's awesome. Congratulations. Are the kids excited? Are they soaking it all in?
They really are. I mean, one of our seniors today told me this was the best day of his life. And I said, I hope next week you can tell me that this is the best day of your life. But enjoy it while it lasts, and we'll get back to work tomorrow.
Well, there certainly is plenty of hard work, not just the next couple of days, but into the tournament. Also, so much joy associated with March Madness. It happens next, Coach.
Hey, you never know. We'll be there and we'll compete. Thank you.